Hi Anna, my name's Shaun. I live in Sussex, not far from Gatwick. I want to thank you for giving people the opportunity to speak on a platform, to speak out, to have a voice. I think it's amazing. I also want to congratulate you on your work. Again, I think it's amazing. I came across some interviews that you'd done via Shaun Atwood's channel, again via Sarah Porton, things like this. Certainly eye-opening. I'd understood a lot of crap over the years exists within our country. I just didn't realise how silent mainstream media were regarding it. I'm not good at talking. I'm not good at most things, really. I'm not good at expressing myself or putting words to videos. I tend to ramble and drag stuff on. But everybody else is speaking out, and it makes you realise that you're not as confined in your own thoughts anymore. I'm quite a conspiratorial person. I've always had questions. I remember weird shit going back. I can remember the JFK incident, Junior, not obviously the old boy. I remember his weird plane crash. I remember weird stuff after Tupac died. I remember weird stuff when Old Dirty died. I remember just all the weird stuff, 9/11. It can go on. It can go on and on. So I guess my wife always thinks that my head's in the clouds, especially when I start waffling on about, symbology in cartoons and how I think it's plaguing our youth. But she thinks it's, tinfoil hat. She doesn't like me to stray from the narrative. She doesn't like me to speak out in the house. She feels it's propaganda. And I get that. I totally do. But I feel now more than ever is a time that everybody has an opportunity to speak and to just say that you don't have to accept what we're being told. I mean, when have we ever trusted our government before? When have we ever believed that they have our best interests at heart? If you want to find out information, you can find out information. And then at the same time, you have to look around you and see everything that's coming out. Oh, you conspiracy people, you've read one video, you've seen one article, and you think you know it all. Have you done this? Have you done a diagram? Have you done a precise map? Have you done that? No. But I also haven't been watching TikTok videos and just generally dwindling my life away, watching people dance and etc., etc. I read. I may not be intelligent, but I read. And I take what I see as how I see it. I'll read both sides. I'm not interested in somebody telling me this is this and this is this. It's me going to be reading it, and it's me going to be interpreting it. And I live by my gut. That's the only thing I can say. It's the only way I can get my head round life in general. Everything I am doing now feels right in my gut. And that's all I can say. There's abuse, and it's what it is. When you did this initial call, I thought this was just going to be about masks, which is why obviously I've been waffling on about other bits and bobs. But I did want to briefly touch on masks. I'm not wearing it. You can shout at me, you can scream at me, whatever. Unfortunately, I didn't fit into the category of furlough because I went self-employed in October. And I also didn't fit into the category of here's a self-employment grant. So I did 3 weeks at home during a lockdown, and then I had to get back to work. My friend who I share a workshop with, which is where I am now, I'm a full-time cabinet maker. He had work, and that escalated to more work, which escalated to jobs. And to be honest, I've been really busy, and, I'm blessed. And thank you. That's all I can say for that. I mean, I don't understand why I'm busy, but it's good. And I can't complain in that aspect. But back to the point. I've been out and about, getting on with my life, ordering boards, going to London, going here, going there, going in people's houses, generally doing whatever anybody else around me wants to do. If you want to embrace me into your life and allow me to do these sort of things, then I'm grateful and thank you. But I'm not going to abide by these mandates that they've put out. And if people want to sit here and go on about science and this, that, and the other, it's fine. It's the same thing as I've said to my wife. I don't need to understand the science that they are putting out to me. Both of those products that they're recommending, first is a surgical mask, which is designed for sterile conditions. So in theory, as soon as it's out of a sterile condition, it's not sterile. It's also recommended that they are changed every 30 minutes. And then you've got this weird mentality of the voice at the start, don't touch the mask, don't do this, don't do that, you're contaminating it. But when you go into a shop, you've got to put the mask on. And then some places are asking you to remove it when you get to the counter. So you're going to stick your dirty hands all over a mask and contaminate it, etc., etc. But irrelevant. So that science I can't really talk on. That's just my opinion. However, N95 masks, I can talk on those because I use them at work. I use them while I'm routering, while I'm cutting with saws, etc., etc. It's a dust mask. Now, you look it up and you look up how many micron particles that is designed to protect. And then you look at the size of, a virus particle. Okay? And that's my logic for it. Tying a bit of tea bag or a cloth or something like this around my face is not going to protect me from a virus. And I know this for a fact based on this. This is my spray room. This is where I spray all of my products. That's the mask I have to wear. It's a 3M mask. What I spray is polyurethane. So by rights, I should be wearing an air-fed mask. Anybody who knows, who's ever worn one of those, knows what they do. They make you high, they make you buzz. However, this right here is adequate for what I do. I wouldn't get shut down as regards to health and safety, etc., etc., etc. Now that mask does not protect me against the virus. Again, you can go look that up. You look at how many microns that protects. So in my head, if you're telling me that sticking a sock over my face out in the streets or one of these N95 masks, and that's basically telling me that I can come into my spray room and I could do exactly the same and I won't be affected. And that's how I see it. Again, Anna, thanks for allowing us to speak out. I honestly think people do need to stand up and start thinking for themselves. This is not about the government being involved in your life. This is about you using your common sense and you moving forward. Power to the people. We're the 99%, not the 1% that are kicking this shit up around us. Hashtag save the children. Peace, love.